Welcome back to game 2 between Lojza and TheViper on the grand finals of the MoAre3 tournament. And in this game, both players picking the Turks actually. I don't know if you've seen that before in game 2, I'm not too sure. I probably gonna do a video or maybe even have it uploaded before this one for these games that show a little bit of statistics to the MoAre3 tournament up until the grand finals. But still, Turks were in game 2 is actually, on the one hand, it's pretty awesome. On the other hand, it's gonna be most likely the matchup in game 4 because Turks actually turned out to be the strongest pick there. When it comes to Mayans, Goth, Turks, there's of course Goth beating Mayans easily and Turks beating Goth easily, but we have seen Mayans against Turks that weren't so like 100% clear, and we've seen Turks win Mayans too, so we may see that Turks were again in game 4. I'm not sure about it, I don't know it, but it's a possibility, it's not unlikely. Ooh, and here we have two boars from Lojza, and this Viper gonna go for a double boar steal. Oh, look at this. If he's getting through that, I don't know. It's not possible. I think, yeah, both boars going back, that's sad. And Viper is even gonna lose the scout or not. Boring you are. Yeah, Viper tried it, but it didn't succeed. This would have been amazing. Grand finals, and you see a double boar steal, but it's not gonna happen. Viper only 4 HP left on that scout, so the boar is not gonna follow it, because you need to hit it 2 times. Sorry for not using my 2 forward boars, no problem. Yeah, makes sense. Lojza now going with the villager. Is it gonna be? Yep, gate is staying open, and Lojza is gonna come in. Viper maybe a little bit greedy, trying to take both boars. Of course, Lojza was around to defend his boars, and like this, Viper now still has the scout alive. That's good for him. Can try to lure those deer in, but Lojza is not going to give away his 2 boars. And there we go, boar coming in. Pretty good lure, actually. Not perfect, but it's decent. And Lojza now continuing to scout the map. A lot of action in like minutes 1 to 5. Interesting. I hope to see more of this. Let's start with the maps here, and I'm actually starting with Vipers now because I saw 2 relics inside the space. This is very awesome. But 3rd gold and the main gold forward, the 3rd gold outside. The 2nd gold safe in the back. This is good. The 2nd stone safe in the back, very important. And the main stone. As Turks, you want to get a cast lab sooner or later, and if not for Janissaries, then at least to get artillery. There we go. Viper luring the deer in, pushing towards the TC, expected really. And otherwise, nothing more to say about the Viper's map, I think. Does he see the 2 sheep? You can see one of those. He should get them very soon, but there's still 2 sheep waiting. And Viper is probably going to go for the deer first. 5 villagers going to go on the sheep. And Viper only losing 1 lumber camp, 23 population, house coming up. 5 villagers in the berries. Let's actually go for Lojza's map. Main stone safe in the back. 2nd gold and extra gold inside. Lojza scouted this, very good. Main gold forward, same as the Viper actually, and 3rd gold actually outside and forward, pretty similar here. Difference is 2nd stone outside, 3 deer outside for Lojza. At least the main stone safe in the back, that's something for Lojza. And these 2 golds actually pretty decent. Viper's map I think a little bit better. Also the relics, there's 2 more in the middle around that extra berry bushes. A little bit closer to Viper maybe, and there's only 1 close to Lojza's base. We have another extra gold on the left hand side, but I think that's it. Do we have an extra stone somewhere? Did I miss it? Yeah, there it is. There it is, extra stone also on the left. So Lojza and Viper both on the way to feudal age. Lojza's going to be there first, and Lojza's on stone with 3 villagers. Is he taking gold? Yes, 2 villagers on gold. And he should be up a little bit earlier. Not sure what he's going to do. Viper, one more village I think. Therefore it's going to be up a little bit later. Market Blacksmith coming in now. Viper also on stone with 3 villagers. 1 lumber camp, we've seen that one. And Lojza actually went in. Where is Viper Scout? Viper Scout is outside. Lojza is inside Viper space. And that means Viper needs to pay attention, especially seeing that some villagers are injured around the TC. This little farming girl, this little farmer, might be a potential victim of the scout. Let's see if Lojza is going to be able to do that. Of Of course, both players on the way to Castle H, 20 seconds, 90 seconds difference, so technically Viper a little bit... Oh wait, he's later. He did loom, that's the problem. He wanted to make sure that he's not going to lose a villager in this Grand Finals, and therefore loom is probably a good idea. Also, Lojza not too far ahead, that's not a big problem. And like this, Lojza got enough stone for a castle, he's gonna reach Castle Age first. Where's the castle going to go? Next to the main gold, makes sense, protecting this one. And Lojza, did he try to attack a villager? Of course, light cav upgrade done. Viper getting a monastery up, wants to heal his light cav and then probably go for the attack. At the same time, Lojza and a TC coming up as well. They get enough stone for the second TC here. No monasteries though, and that makes sense because there aren't any relics close. You can see this one close to space, you can see this one inside Viper space. Viper putting a castle in front of his main goal as well, at the same time protecting third goal. This light cav should not be able to stop this. Now 41, 47 HP for Viper, is getting first hit in, shouldn't be a problem. And the monk is going for the first relic, and probably soon the second too. Lojza, at the meantime, second TC is up, castle is up, the first Janissary is coming out. Viper should have 2 relics safe, totally secure, and those 2 he may be able to get them, but Lojza is sending Janissaries out. Viper is going up to Imperial Age. Oh, I didn't check the resources. This is amazing. 1 TC only, probably bought a lot of food. Let's check the market prices. Not even 135, that means like 200 food for the Viper, and the rest by gathering, going for farms, deer. Viper is going fast and really interesting. Now starting to put up a few Janissaries, siege workshop coming up as well. 2 relics in the monastery, and Viper of course going for those 2 Janissaries, having 3 Janissaries of his own. But Lojza coming back with more. Saying, not in my house, losing 1 to the monk here, nice conversion here by the Viper, and now Viper has 5, Janissaries against 4, and Viper up to Imperial Age, there we go, bombard cannon coming in, more Janissaries on the way, Viper got enough stone for a second castle, and now Viper is going to go forward. This castle is not going to go up, not like this anyway, but Viper is going to see the castle very soon, going to cancel this one and go for traps and bombard cannons probably. I guess it's going to be bombard cannons right now, missing a little bit of wood, and now Viper should be able to see the castle. There we go. That means Viper stopping the villages immediately, cancelling the castle, going a little bit more way into safety. But the bombard cannon makes a big difference, and we are only 25 minutes into the game. Lojza is a little bit in trouble, needs to repair this castle. Lojza is nowhere close to Imperial Age, got enough stone to repair for quite some time, got enough stone to put up a second castle if he wants to. But Viper's castle, forward castle, is going to go up, and Viper seems to have a big advantage right now. Castle coming on the back for Lojza is not repairing, interesting. Instead, probably waiting for the resources to go up to him. 2 TCs, yeah. Therefore, almost 30 more villages. Viper only 35. But for now, Viper is doing okay, and he's got a lot more Janissaries than Lojza at this point. Got 1, 2 bombard cannons out, and now a trebuchet coming out as well, at the same time producing more Janissaries. Of course, he can't really afford the 2 archer ranges you needed to get hand cannons out, but as long as he got the castles, that's not a big problem. Lojza clicked up to Imperial Age at the same time. He's repairing the castle now, but there's 2 bombard cannons and a trebuchet hitting that castle, and it looks like Lojza's out of stone. He probably bought 100 stone right now, but this castle is going to go down without a doubt. And then Viper is going to move forward. There's the Janissaries, and bombard cannons move forward too. Viper got... let me check. Viper got 3 relics in. And the monk is there to take number 4. Number 5, I think is from Lojza. Yeah, so Lojza got 1, Viper 3 for now. And there's the trebuchet and the 2 bombard cannons. Lojza calling GG. Pretty easy game actually. Viper made that look so easy. Go with 1 castle, 1 TC, a fast Imperial Age, get 2 relics in, get the Janissaries out at the right time, put the bombard cannons up, and a second castle forward. 29-minute game, GG called by Lojza. Not a chance here, too late to Imperial Age. Amazing game by the Viper, this one. And we are going into game 3. Hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next game. GG.